Welcome back, ladies. Today we're going to talk about the importance of community in your walk with Christ. Recently, I read a statistic that said that 61% of young adults suffer from severe isolation, and 51% of new mothers experience extreme loneliness. But loneliness isn't due to a lack of people in your life. Loneliness, rather, is due to a lack of deep connection with others. In our society, a lot of things contribute to our lack of connection. Some of those factors, they include low self-esteem. Some people don't feel like they are worthy to participate in events, and they even feel like they don't belong. Social anxiety contributes. Some people experience a deep dread of socializing, and they feel actual physical symptoms like dizziness, their hearts race, and some even faint. Traumatic experiences as well. Some people, after having a humiliating experience in public, they may just decide to go to extremes of reliving that pain, and they avoid social gatherings altogether. Overuse of technology. Some find it easier to just watch their favorite TV shows or movie characters rather than socializing themselves. Mental health issues may even contribute. Some people have mental health issues, and rather than participate, which they'd rather do, they avoid it because they're afraid of the embarrassment that they'd suffer if they got triggered in public. Other reasons that people may avoid socialization is the focus on individual achievement, introversion, family changes, family structure changes, increase in people working from home, and students homeschooling. So let's talk about why isolation is so dangerous for Christians. First of all, it goes against God's word. God said he told his people to engage in fellowship, and not only amongst themselves, but also to spread his word to non-believers. And in Genesis 2, verses 18 through 25, he said, "It's not good for the man to be alone. I'll make him a helper, a companion." So he formed the dirt of the ground, all the animals of the field, and the birds of the air. And he brought them to man to see what he would name them. Isolation also leaves us vulnerable to temptation and sin. And on the other hand, community is good for us because God encourages us through spiritual growth and increases in our faith, and it helps to expedite our spiritual growth. This growth comes through fellowship, it comes through accountability, and support from other Christians. Some great news is that there are many ways to find support. Attending church services regularly, participating in small groups, joining in growth groups and Bible studies, and volunteering in community organizations and church organizations. God also commanded us to love our neighbors. A great way to show love for our neighbors is to serve them, to get out there. The great news is that there are many ways to serve, such as community events and planning, outreach and volunteering. There are mission trips, there are building projects, and also forming meetups with others. But unfortunately, not everyone has the opportunity to regularly travel and get out into the community. Some people are isolated not by choice, but because they lack the resources like money for transportation, they live far from town, or they may be too sick or injured to leave home. These platforms are amazing ways to connect with other believers, and they provide a way for members to share their faith with each other. They can seek advice from other members, And they can even brainstorm ideas for helping and creating organizations that are dedicated to helping underserved areas and underserved people. I'd love to create a community like that here on this very channel. A community of ladies to help us grow in our faith and to give each other advice and boost each other up. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, then please simply comment yes below. And I would love to work toward creating a safe and welcoming community like that, where we can meet up and we can seek each other's advice and ask questions and give each other advice and figure out God's plan for us and how we can use our own strength and weaknesses and natural gifts to serve others. So please join me in my next video where we'll be talking and discussing about how we can discover God's unique plan for us. Thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you have an amazing day. See you soon.